And so the two metrics we improved was face-to-face conversion from 40 to 53. And then it used to take us 15 leads to get one appointment booked. Now it takes 10. Those two KPI changes doubled our revenue without spending any more money on revenue.
Wow.
Without spending any more money on lead generation. And so, we went from $500,000 a month to $1 million a month by just fixing those two KPIs.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I'm your host, Micah Johnson, and today I'm joined by Christopher Waters, who's made some serious moves in real estate now for over 20 years. Christopher, welcome in, man.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Glad to have you today. I'm excited for our conversation. We were digging in a little bit pre-recording, and you've built a tool it's leveling up your game, man, and I'm excited for folks to hear about it. So let's dig in on it. For those out there who aren't familiar with you yet, tell us some more about yourself and what your main focus is right now.
Let's see. Got started in real estate 20 years ago out of college and always wanted to be in the investment game, but I didn't have any money to do it. So, started on the retail side, working with buyers and sellers, and then built a team. Got that team really quickly to do, I think we got up to 1,000 closings a year. And then started expanding into building out a wholesale team, doing acquisition disposition. I've kind of lost count how many houses I've flipped at this point. I don't know, hundreds. And I do other things, land development, all that kind of stuff. So, wrote a book. I'm happy to give your listeners a copy of it for free, called The $1 Million
Awesome.
Real Estate Team. And eat, sleep, and breathe real estate, man.
Yeah, you
Doing
got the
deals
bug for
for money.
sure. Yeah, all the things, man. You got a few itches that you got to scratch. Sounds like it. Well, take us to today with something that you've been working on, because we were talking about a little before. You're in the Austin market, and y'all started going through a lot. What'd you tell us a little bit about that? And, what you did to
Yeah.
overcome it?
Well, so, anybody that's listening to the show, if you spend money on lead generation, right, to go get deals, whether you're helping buyers or sellers, or you're trying to find homeowners and you're trying to, assign contracts or get subject to deals, whatever, it's all about, when that lead comes in, are you saying the right thing on the phone to get the appointment booked? And then when you get face to face with somebody, are you saying the right thing face to face to win the deal, right? And so our market down here has just gotten completely obliterated. We were just getting our butts kicked. Prices have fallen. The average price point in Austin was like 620, and now it's down to like just over 400,000. So
Wow.
the market's just gotten completely obliterated. And so our conversion rates, we're getting crushed, and we're spending money on lead generation, and we're trying to like find every little nook and cranny to figure out how to, um, you know, squeeze more juice out of the money we were spending on marketing. And we tested a lot of tools. We had these tools that were like tracking the, so I have team members, right? I'm not out there in the field. But we wanted to track, their conversion rates, like, how many calls did you make? How many of those turned into appointments? How many appointments turned into signed deals? And so, those numbers can kind of tell you a story, right? But it doesn't
Right.
tell you the whole story. Those numbers tell you like they just tell you from a high level, like, what's going on. And if you can compare and contrast with other people, then maybe you're like, okay, well, maybe my salesperson needs help face to face converting the deal, or maybe they need help on the phone, or maybe they're just not even working that hard.
Right.
And so, like,
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
we had these dashboards and they were super helpful, but we still weren't, really moving the needle to drive profitability and do more deals. And so we built this app, and our salespeople, when they go on appointments, it records the face to face appointment, like at the kitchen table. And it's essentially like kind of like an AI note taker. It's integrated with OpenAI, but we uploaded over 10,000 hours of training content and all of our scripts and our reporting rubrics. And the AI basically spits out a report after the appointment and said, like, here's all your notes, right, about the appointment, like what happened, all the bullet points. And sometimes there's some like follow up items in there, but then there's also this section about like, hey, the three things you did really well and the three things that you need to improve upon. And so, I started getting those reports, and, my salespeople, I think, are some of the best in the industry. They're doing 60 to 120 deals a year. And like, that's not a new phenomenon for me. My team members have been hitting those numbers for over a decade. So they're not, they're not like rookie or inexperienced. They know what they're doing. But even some of my best performers, I was like shocked at what I was learning from the reports that were coming back and the things that they were saying and the things they were doing or not doing. And so, um, we track face to face conversion. And I was telling you this before the show. Our face to face conversion went from 40% to 53%. By the way, this tool also tracks the phone calls. So you know what people are saying on the phone. So, ideally they're converting the leads and saying the right things on the phone to get the leads turned into face to face meetings. And so the two metrics we improved was face to face conversion from 40 to 53. And then it used to take us 15 leads to get one appointment booked. Now it takes 10. Those two KPI changes doubled our revenue without spending any more money on revenue. Excuse me,
Wow.
without spending any more money on lead generation. And so, we went from $500,000 a month to $1 million a month by just fixing those two KPIs. And what's really cool is, usually, when you have a team and you've got guys underneath you, guys or gals, um, sometimes they can get frustrated because they feel like you're constantly critiquing them, telling them what to do and what
Mhm.
not to do. And so this AI tool is just like, self-serving them the feedback, right? And there's
Right.
no emotion in it. And so it's been pretty cool because it's helped us like alleviate some of that tension between team members. But just had, I haven't done anything that's had this dramatic of an impact as anything else I've ever done. I used to think just like spend more money to get more leads, spend more money to get more
Right.
leads. And like, of course, like we train the agents, we go through like a 30-day boot camp and do team meetings and all training and all that stuff. But it's like, it's really hard to inspect what you expect without unless you do ride-alongs, and those take
Right.
forever. So,
Right.
anyways,
And
that's
it's not
that's
even
been
the real
really,
thing.
yeah,
It's
that's been
not
a big
them
thing
in
for me.
motion, because that's the value of what I've seen you've done, man, is that ability to hear what they're saying at the table. The ability to hear, I mean, because for we all know sales is a never-ending learning game, just like real estate. Like you got to keep up with it. It's not kind of a set it and forget it thing. And even the best can get stuck in little ruts, say little things that they don't even realize is costing deals, but it's literally turning people off. Where I enjoy the AI tools that for my world that you're talking about, because really what it is, it's game film. It's just reviewing your film. It's going back and seeing, okay, awesome, you did great. You scored a touchdown here, but you fumbled over here. And it's not about beating your. If you take it personal when you mess up, then you're never going to get better. So everybody just take deep breath there. It's okay to fail at it. The point is being able to take the feedback. That's the skill. Can you look at what it told you and then make adjustments? Because what that does, heck, man, you're talking about reviving. You're in a market where things are feeling crushed. Team morale starts to feel crushed pretty easy. And now you're introducing a tool that's at least bumping attitude somewhere. You didn't double the revenue by not closing more deals, right?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of my best salespeople, one of my best salesperson. She went on this appointment, and I literally see it in the transcript where she says, "I couldn't find any sales comps." And so she showed up with like no kind of market data to try to like validate, anything related to pricing. And when I saw that, man, I was like, I was kind of pissed in the moment. Because I'm like, how do you
Wait a
not show
second,
up
you're good
prepared?
at this.
What's crazy is she won the list, she won the deal, right? But what's frustrating is, and this is what's been happening to us a lot the past 2 years, is she won the deal, but then we couldn't collect on the back end because she took it overpriced.
Right,
And
right,
so, it's like historically I would have just been like, oh, whatever, the seller wasn't realistic. No, the issue was my team member showed up without the data and just, said to the seller, like, hey, we'll give it a try at this price and see what happens. And it's like, you spend a lot of money when you take on a deal. You spend a lot of time. And so, anyways, there's a lot of self-correction, or, there's a lot of self-correction that happens on our sales team members part now, because like they see it. They also know we're tracking it. And so there's, less we're having, it's like I've been using this for 6 months, and every single person's skills score. So basically, like it gives you a skills score, like how good you are face to face or how good you are on the phone. And like we've seen consistently every month people's skills scores steadily going up. And it's like they're building this habit of remembering to like ask these key things, and remembering like when they get an objection, not to just shut down, like to go for the close again. Right. And, and so anyways, it's been it's had a dramatic impact on our business. And so, yeah, I think anybody spending money on leads that cares about how do you get better, you know, I haven't found anything else like this for, people in the small to medium business game. I've seen some stuff for, I was looking at some solutions for like large enterprises, and you need to be some like technical whiz to put all this stuff together. And this is like stupid proof. Your agents just like literally go to the app store and hit download and then hit record. And, two of the biggest things that popped up when we started using this was like, I had some salespeople that didn't want to use it. And, one of them was like, well, what about consent? Do I have to tell the person I'm doing it? And it's like, you know, mm, all the homeowners, when we said, hey, we have an AI note taker, they were like, yeah, it's great. It sounds amazing. Sure. Hit record, no problem. It was only the agents I was always a little skeptical of, were the ones that weren't hitting record and didn't want me to like be inspecting, how the appointment was going. And so that was one issue, was like people were complaining about consent, which everybody we found like was like amazing, homeowners didn't care. And then the second issue was the agents didn't want to feel like it was Big Brother looking over them. And so most of the report that the agents, the sales team members get.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
It's like 80% things that's going to help them make their job easier because it like reminds them of everything that happened in the appointment. It gives you all these bullet points of like, hey, don't forget, like post appointment, you got to do A, B, C, D, E. Like, I saw one yesterday and, the seller said they did the roof and they did the foundation, but we needed to get the paperwork about it. Right. And so it helps them immensely, even post appointment. So, anyways,
Yeah. Well, you
it's
said it
usually the
there.
people that.
It's kind of off topic, but your crew, inspect what you expect. It's one of my favorite quotes because you have to. And it's what I'm looking for. You said this too. Being able to, your agents and team being able to see it not coming from you, where it feels like you're beating them up, has a drastic difference, right? Because it's literally their behavior reflected back to them. It's not like it's opinion. It's a trained model that understands what's going on so it can give it back. And that helps them take that feedback a little better. Because if you can't take that feedback, that's where you're dealing with a person. They don't want to do it right. They're not really there to be serious. And that's where, man, as a team, I love sports analogies. I grew up in sports and athletics. And when you get into business, realize, if business was held to the same accountability a good team is, this would look way different. Because you can't tolerate it. Like someone not pulling their weight, right? If that left guard ain't blocking, that quarterback is hurting. That is not, we can't have that. Yeah. There's no Olay blocks on this team, y'all. Like we all got to do our job. And there's that mentality to it. So I love hearing about a product because you were talking about a little bit, you gamified it too, right? Because that's a big deal now with
Yeah, I
people
mean,
is to like what gets them going and participating. Because these are good people at the positions you're talking about. These are professional sales folks. And if gamified correctly, it should jazz them up. I know. I do it.
yep.
I get it. That thing that's like, okay, I see what you're doing over there. All right.
Yeah, so it's I've spent a lot of time talking about like the kind of conversational side, right? Like trading the phones and in person. But there's also like a main dashboard for the agent and the owner, and it tells you how many calls and appointments they made and what those conversion rates are, and how many face-to-face deals they win, how much revenue they have in their pipeline, and then there's the leaderboards that shows that salesperson where they rank compared to everybody else. So that stuff's all cool and it's in there. And we use Follow Up Boss, and then I have another group in my company that's on Salesforce, and it connects to pretty much every CRM out there. But and all this stuff happens real time. There's like no manual data entry or like manual uploading. Like it does all this stuff automatically. But it's yeah, great for people that are competitive. You can see how you rank. Man, something that was surprising. Another really surprising thing that I'm thinking about is we'll sometimes go out there and like spend money on leads to go find, more deals. And we'll test something, right? And usually we got to test it for like 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And something I'm finding out really quickly because I get the calls in the in-person meetings now, like the notes is like I'm identifying what lead sources are complete garbage, like really fast. Like we were running these campaigns on Meta, and we had lots of people coming in, and I could hear on the calls, pretty consistently people like, yeah, I saw you on Facebook, but I'm not really that serious about selling. I was just kind of curious what you'd pay. And it just like completely, drowned our guys with all these crappy leads. And so we figured out real quickly, we're like, we need to get off of that lead source, ASAP, because it's just generating a bunch of junk. And so, one thing is the conversion side, but the other cool thing is we have saved, I mean, the amount of money is in the six figures we've saved in the last 6 months on lead gen campaigns, because now we know like what is actually bringing in the people that are closing versus like the stuff that's just, you know, bogging us down, whether on the
Right.
phone or at the, you know, kitchen table. So that's been another like pretty big surprise to us is, yeah, the lead sourcing. Like we really like lead attribution, like we understand at a granular level now because like we're literally hearing what they say. And back in the day, we used to just, you know, have to manually listen to calls, do
Right.
write-ons, and it just take an obscene amount of that time, right? And it's really hard to do consistently over time. And so this does it automatically after every call and every appointment and sends us a report literally as soon as they walk out of the door. So it's been a, yeah, man, it's completely turned our business around, especially down here in Austin where we've been just getting crushed.
And that's one thing that's interesting about the hard markets, man. They squeeze the best out of people. They force you to do it. It's why you
Yeah.
make it to them, man. They create things, and it's funny. I mean, I'm really into personal development, and behind everything, we don't want to change if we don't want to change. If things are good, we're not going to adjust. Right? We'll keep doing stuff that seems to be working because it's what we're doing. And then life alters itself a little bit. And it's like, oh God, I got to do something different now. Are you serious? And it's like, that's just the way it goes. But if you're a good sport about it and realize, okay, this is the opportunity, the challenge is the chance. What can we really do here? Are we serious about it? Because that's what I see the best real estate folks do. We all know there's cycles. We all know. We never know like exactly how they're going to hit, what it's going to look like, but it's been doing weird stuff for the last 100 years, and I don't think it's going to stop. So it's that what really helps you get more juice for the squeeze if you're going to do it, man. So I love
Yeah.
the fact that you've pulled that out there. And now it's created a product where I see the value in it, man. Like what it can do for people, especially down to that. You just said it, lead attribution. That's one of the harder statistics to get for your business. It's just difficult to get, especially when you're doing like you're doing. You're everywhere, man. You're omni marketing. You're all over the place. So to get them to really hear them say it, you said it, not wasting money is just as good. That keeps money in the bank as well. And when you can dial that back as fast, man, to be able to do it as quick as you did it, that's not easy to do in marketing. Usually it takes a lot of data to understand when things are swinging, what to do. And y'all were able to nail it right there. So I love what you built, man. I love it. For
Game
those
tape.
that
That's a good way to put it, man. I like that word. It's like game tape. Yeah.
That's it, man. That's what it is. Like I come from it. I've been forced to watch all my bad plays many, many times, and it taught me to get over it and just, okay, what actually did you do? What were you thinking right there? Why did that seem like a good choice then? And what would you do next time? Right? What should you have done? Those kind of things. And if you'll do that, I'm telling y'all, as a sales guy who still trains actively all the time, just adjust. You can always get better. You can always talk to somebody a little better. You can always understand it a little better. There's a skill to sales. And if you can realize that usually you're missing it because of you, holy cow, you can just start dominating. It changes everything.
You nailed it, man. It's just diagnosis and then prescribe.
That's it. That's it. Make the adjustment. Well, Christopher, man, I really appreciate your time today, your story, your perspective. For those out there listening in that would like to find out more about the product, possibly follow along with what you got going on, what's the best way for them to find you?
Yeah. So if you guys want to see like just the conversational AI component that we've been using, the website is table, like, you know, kitchen table, table os dot AI. And eh, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, you know, go send me a DM, look me up, whatever. It's just look up Christopher Waters, Waters with two T's. And I have my book's on Amazon. It's, you know, I wrote it 7 years ago, but I'm happy to give people a copy of it for free. You have to go to, it's a long URL. It's like a URL we set up for, you know, giving people free copies. You can buy it on Amazon too. It's the million dollar team.com. And you can probably just Google that, the $1,000,000team.com, and it'll pop up. Yeah, the book's free. Cost me a couple dollars to ship it, but if you don't even want to pay for the shipping costs, we can get you a digital copy of it too.
I appreciate that, man. Those listening in and watching, check our show notes. We'll make sure all the links that David or that Christopher mentioned are there. Again, man, thanks for being with us. Appreciate your time today. Thanks everybody
Thank
out
you.
there for listening in and watching with us. If you got value out of today's episode, please like this episode, share it with someone else you think get value out of it as well. And always, if you don't subscribe yet, please subscribe to our podcast. We appreciate every single one of you that follows along with us out there. We got more conversations coming up with operators just like Christopher out there building a real business in the industry. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.